Hi, I'm making this video a little reluctantly because it touches very much on the personal and the political. However, if there are people out there who feel much the same as I do, maybe this will be helpful. Okay, I had a visitation from a person in spirit a few days ago, and it was quite a surprise, shook me up. So, some background. When my husband was a young science fiction fantasy writer, he came to the attention of an older, more established writer named Pete, who became my husband's mentor and friend for many, many years. Well, Pete passed on some time ago. I had not thought of him in years, honestly, and suddenly the other day I felt him with me. I was by myself downstairs in the living room. My husband was upstairs when suddenly I was overwhelmed by Pete's presence, and I get images in my mind's eye more than I actually see the spirit standing before me, but immediately I knew that's who it was. And what he communicated to me was, things are really hard right now. We're going through some difficult times. Now, when he appeared to me, my husband and I had been caught up in trying to get paperwork and financing things settled so that we could purchase a used car, but new to us because our old one is a 2008 and it is not long for this world. However, I don't think that's what Pete was talking about. I think he was talking more about the world situation, the political situation, how rough it really is with us seeing the rise of nationalism and not seeing, if you know what I mean, spreading throughout what we would like to think of as civilized countries. Anyway, Pete said that we can't see it now, but things are going to become better. I would say fairly soon. Obviously, both my husband and I are not very young, so we don't have another 20 years to wait for this world to improve. But what Pete told me was, you can't see it now. You can't see how it happens. But when it does, good will start to flow, and it will come more quickly, and it will be better than you could ever expect. I needed a little more information, so I decided to draw some cards. So next I will show you what I drew and how I have interpreted them. So after I connected with Pete and I wanted, as I said, to get a little more information, I turned to the Fairies Oracle with the artwork by Brian Froud and text by Jessica Macbeth. This felt like a deck that Pete would enjoy communicating through. So I pulled a card. Luathus the Wild. And I had to look it up. I don't work with these cards very often. But I discovered that this card is all about fire energy and go, go, go. He does look like he's at the beginning of a race. This fairy spirit is about drive, not necessarily about caution. When this energy is around, it can cause someone to overwork, to just stress themselves out too much, spend too much. But the important thing to me was about fire and needing to look at things in new ways, find the best solution to get things done as quickly as possible. Now, remember that Pete told me that when good things start to happen, they're going to come very, very fast. I want my head spinning with good things. But the textbook, or the reference book, also suggested drawing another card to get some clarification on where we might need to put this creative energy, because fire is very much a creative energy. And for that I drew the Pook. This is a shapeshifter, and it's an energy that, well, it has a trickster quality, and it urges us to look for the good in the bad and look for the bad in the good. Or what seems good on the surface may not be the best in the long run, or what seems bad on the surface might have some good points or lead at least to something better. So this reminded me so much of the blackthorn energy that I've been getting in my readings, that say we're in for challenges, we're in for difficult times that we didn't want and that we didn't necessarily bring on ourselves, but yet here we are, we have to deal with them. And how do we make the best? What good can come out of the difficulties and the bad that we find ourselves in? And I return to Luathus here and all the fire energy. Burn it, burn it. Burn it now. Get going. Get that energy flowing. Because in the current political situation, at least here in the U.S., the best I have been hoping for is a phoenix moment. Burn everything down to the ground. Burn it to ash. Just destroy it. That's why I think some of the most incompetent, ill-qualified people are being put in positions of authority. Because at this point, just destroy it so we can rebuild from the ashes. I don't know if anybody else has been feeling like this, but these two cards, the unexpected message I got from Pete, reinforces my hope that this is what's happening. That everything that is crumbling and turning to ash around us, as bad as it seems, it will eventually lead to something good. So I guess I should say this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's not forget the disclaimer. This has all been for entertainment purposes only, and I hope, well, maybe somebody else, maybe someone watching this will find a little bit of strength in the struggle that we're all going through. If you watched this, thank you very much. I wish blessings untold upon you from the Fae, from the other world. May your supporting spirits gather around you. We're in this together. We can do it. And we will build something so much better, so much more quickly than we can see at the moment. Take heart.